Sarada Uchiha has always been a character that is behind Boruto and Kawaki in terms of the focus of the plot. Despite being a main character of the series, she hasn't exactly gotten the same treatment as the two main characters in the story. And while yes, she's had plenty of moments to shine, especially in the anime, the manga does tell a different story. Ever since the fight against Boro back in Boruto chapter 43, Sarada hasn't played an important role or served a real purpose in over 30 plus chapters. Now she did spar Kawaki in Boruto chapter 58, which she almost lost in, but for the most part Sarada hasn't been in a pivotal point in the story for a minute now. Boruto chapter 76 changed all of this, where it seems like Sarada has become the last hope to defeat Ada, including Sumire as well. We find out that Sarada and Sumire, like Boruto and Kawaki, can resist Ada's Riz ability, however for different reasons. While it isn't explained why Sarada and Sumire can resist Ada's love ability, I think it has to do with both Sarada and Sumire liking Boruto. Now we know the reason why Boruto and Kawaki haven't fallen for Ada yet, simply because they are Otsutsuki. But since we do know that Sumire and Sarada like Boruto, and Boruto is a pure Otsutsuki at this point in the story, what if having a love or an affection for an Otsutsuki can actually make someone immune to Ada's love? Ada's forced love is perceived differently by each character that comes in contact with her, from Delta completely being infatuated by her to Shikamaru being in complete awe. Every character will have a different reaction to her. Naruto and Sasuke haven't come in contact with her yet in the story, so it's hard to imagine how they will be in front of Ada since it hasn't been shown yet. However, with Sarada and Sumire both understanding that they aren't lusting for Ada, they actually have a chance to take her out when the opportunity comes to it. While Boruto and Kawaki have the ability to fight Ada, they have to worry about Damon, who is obviously way stronger than the two of them. Damon is referred to as Ada's white knight and will do anything to protect his sister. So if Boruto and Kawaki decide to jump Ada, it's grits for them, as this first grader will beat both of them up. That's where Sarada and Sumire will come into play, as they have the advantage over Ada of her not knowing that the two of them resist her love ability. In Boruto chapter 76, Shikamaru gives them the task of actually killing her if Konoha were to determine that she is an enemy of the leaf, but that is way easier said than done. To be honest with you, I highly doubt Sarada and Sumire have the strength to take down Ada right now, as she is stated to be above Jigen in terms of power. So using simple logic, they are just not even close to fighting her at that power level. Now we haven't even seen Ada fight yet in the story, and what has been displayed of her power has just been hacks, specifically her Senringan and Love Charm effects. Sarada and Sumire have countered these abilities using Ino's mind transmission jutsu when it comes to talking each other, and of course her Love Charm ability. Amado did tell Konoha about Ada's abilities, however it was only those two abilities, meaning that she probably has more. When Ada and Damon were first introduced into the story thanks to Code, they didn't fold all of their cards right away, displaying their power. Instead, they have been keeping their true power locked away from everyone until they are in a situation to do so, meaning that they haven't shown off all of their abilities in battle yet. This is something that Ada told Damon not to do in front of Code, as she made sure to keep both of their true battle powers hidden away, meaning that Ada must have more abilities that aren't known yet in the story since she hasn't used them yet. Same thing applies with Damon as well. For example, once Ada arrived in the Leaf Village, she immediately began to fly to the location where she was housed at. Her combat power is still unknown, and for all we know, the Senringan and Riz ability may just be all of the abilities that she has. However, at the same time, Jigen feared Ada and wanted her to be disposed of for a reason. Since she is stated to be stronger than Jigen, and the abilities that we do know of her don't actually make her stronger than him, it's pretty obvious that she has more abilities that she can use in battle. Ada does state that she doesn't like fighting or killing, as she doesn't even like spilling blood, so I'd imagine her unknown powers will be more hacks based abilities, unlike how Damon is more of a physical fighter with his taijutsu and reflection ability. Not only that, unlike Boruto and Kawaki, Sarada and Sumire have offered Ada that they should all be friends. Ada did show plenty of humanity in chapter 76, where she confessed that she can't even have any normal friends due to her love ability, and this essentially makes her very lonely outside of seeing her brother. Developing a relationship with Sarada and Sumire will allow Ada to get comfortable and become more of a human, as she just wants to have ordinary friends in her life. And with Code having a 10 Tails army that is most likely coming to fight the Hidden Leaf Village very soon, Boruto and Kawaki will be busy fighting Code, as Code is beginning his revenge tour. Code wants to destroy the Leaf Village, as stated at the end of Boruto chapter 71, where he wants to destroy everything that Kawaki ever had, which includes his friends and family, due to the jealousy he has over Kawaki. Now Ada has not displayed any type of betrayal toward the Leaf Village yet, but I think this is where Code will come into play, as he wants to kill Kawaki, and the one thing that Ada wants in her life is Kawaki, of course. It also looks like she may not want to kill Amado as well, even though she was robbed of her love from him. But this this could be another thing that could set her off. If Code manages to hurt Kawaki very badly, Ada could snap. Now speaking of Sarada and Sumire, I think the best way for these two to take Ada down would be by snaking her. As mentioned before, I really don't know how Sarada and Sumire can take Ada head on since her power is so much higher than them, and while the two of them are strong, they are just not even close to her strength. Now of course Kishimoto can pull some crazy shit where Sarada unlocks the Mangekyo Sharingan and gets some crazy boosts and hacks in order to rival Ada, but I just really don't know at this point. To be honest with you, it's going to take everyone and not just Sarada and Sumire to fight Ada if they're going to fight fairly against each other. Sumire, like Sarada, I doubt she has the power to fight Ada even with Nue, so I think in all honesty they might just have to jump her at the right time. And it's just so hard to say on how Sarada or Sumire will be able to kill Ada, but a power boost from Sarada and Sumire could help if they're going to fight her head on. Boruto and Kawaki have reached a power level where they have become the strongest people in the village, and with the other main characters like Sarada and Mitsuki, they have to rise in power as well, or else they'll just be left behind. I'm not worried about Mitsuki because of his Sage mode, and honestly Orochimaru could add more power to him, and seeing a future vision of Mitsuki when Boruto used Momoshiki's Byakugan, I think Mitsuki will get even stronger since it's looking like he is raging in that future scene, and he might as well get a rage boost that could push him to Boruto and Kawaki's level. And as well as with Sarada, Kishimoto can pull some plot armor jutsu to bring Sarada up with the Sharingan in order to fight Ada, or else she could just snake her like mother like daughter, am I right? So when it comes to Sarada, man, I think she's gonna be the one who does the killing blow, or it could be Sumire, and she is pretty damn strong, but like I said, she just does not have the power to fight Ada head on. To be honest with you, I think Ada may want to develop a bond with Sarada and Sumire to the point where if it comes down to it where Ada's in a position to betray everyone, Sarada and Sumire will gain that trust to play her in the end. Now of course, she is a very smart person, it's not like Ada is dumb, so I think at one point she will find out, and Shikamaru even said that if Ada does find out that Sarada and Sumire are talking to each other in a different way and they have understood that they are resisting her ability, this could be very bad. I mean, it is stated that if Ada is mad enough, she could essentially control the entire world, so that's how strong her love ability is, and at this point they just have to play by her games. So let me know how you guys feel about this video in the comment section below. How would you feel if Ada were to just snap against the Leaf Village? Right now in the story, it's not really looking like it, considering that she just wants to live a normal life, and Sarada proposed for all of them to be friends, so it's starting to look like that way. However, now that Code has a 10 Tails army, he hasn't been really shown in the past 4 to 5 chapters, and I'm thinking that, as mentioned before in the past couple videos that I've uploaded on the channel, I think Code is going to start his attack, and that could change everything, especially from how Ada will look on life itself, especially if Kawaki gets hurt or Ada finds out that Sarada and Sumire are potentially using her. And honestly, I'm so happy that Sarada and Sumire are getting more screen time, because getting Boruto and Kawaki action, while it is great since in my opinion these are the two best characters in the entire series, it's good to get more of the cast since the other cast like Sarada, Mitsuki, and Sumire haven't really gotten that much in the storyline, so I think it's good that we're getting these 3 characters more screen time. You know, maybe Kishimoto's looking at the criticism from online, I'm not sure if he's an online dude himself, but I'm glad that he's incorporating these characters, the main characters outside of Boruto and Kawaki, into the storyline, even though the power levels aren't looking that way, considering just how strong Ada, Damon, and Code are. But at the end of the day, I'm glad that these characters are getting more relevance within the plot. So let me know how you guys think about all that in the comment section below. Make sure you guys join that Discord, I'm very active on there. So if you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe, hit the bell as well, and have a good day. Peace.